ਸੈੱਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਸ ਪੱਖ ਤੋਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਲੈ ਬਜਾਏ ਦੇ ਕਿ ਕੰਪਟਰੋਲਰ ਐਂਡ ਆਡੀਟਰ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਸਰਕਾਰੀ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਰੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਕੰਪਟਰੋਲਰ ਆਡੀਟਰ ਜਨਰਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਇਟ ਕੈਨ ਲੁੱਕ ਇਨਟੂ ਪਾਲਿਸੀਜ਼, ਇਟ ਕੈਨ ਲੁੱਕ ਇਨਟੂ ਦੀ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨਿੰਗ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟਸ।
ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕੰਟੈਂਪਲੇਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਓਪਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀਅਲ ਹਾਊਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਨਵੈਸਟ, ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਵਿਦ ਅ ਮੋਟਿਵ।
Absolutely. Now, there's another issue, just before you go into the break, a quick response from each one of you on how do you tackle जो surrogate advertisements हैं, जो bogus जो इश्तिहार निकलते हैं और विज्ञापन निकलते हैं।
It is very difficult to prescribe any law. Suppose X wants to support Y candidate and he publishes, the Y candidate can come.
But there is no answer in your opinion?
What are the alternatives?
Sidi साहब ਜਿਹੜੇ bogus advertisements ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ surrogate advertisements ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ?
ਤਰੀਕਾ ਇਹ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰਤਾ ਜਾਵੇ and they should be held guilty for this.
ਰੇਖ ਸਾਹਿਬ
ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਟ੍ਰੈਂਡ ਵੱਧ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜੋ ਵਕਤ ਬੀਤ ਰਿਹਾ ਔਰ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਵਕਤ ਚ ਹੋਰ ਵਧੇਗਾ ਜੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੋਕਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਨਾ ਕਰੋਗੇ। ਔਰ ਇਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਨ ਇਫੈਕਟ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਪੋਲਿਟਿਕਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਮਨੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਔਰ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਪੈਸਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਜਾਂ ਨਾ ਕਰਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜੈਨੂਇਨ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੇ वो जो उस रेस दे विच
something definitely needs to be done मनी पावर को रोकने के लिए। यहाँ रुकेंगे एक ब्रेक के लिए, ब्रेक के बाद जानेंगे कि क्या दागी उम्मीदवारों को चुनाव लड़ने की इजाजत देनी चाहिए। हम बात कर रहे हैं चुनावों पर पैसे और दागी नेताओं के असर की। Mr. Dharamveer, there is another issue which has come up. In fact, the Central Vigilance Commissioner PJ Thomas has brought up some very interesting statistics. He says that out of 543 MPs, 150 of them are facing charges of some kind, and more than 50 are facing very serious charges. So what do you think can be done about it?
No, I think there is a need to bring about change in the Act, the People's Representation of People's Act, to debar the candidates against whom serious charges of heinous.
So what do you think is serious charges within courts?
No, you should look at heinous crimes like rape, murder, dacoity.
No, the issue Dharamveer ji ये है कि किसी के ऊपर FIR है।
No, after charges have been framed.
Now charges जो frame होते हैं वो भी पुलिस ही frame करती है। So suppose there is a government which is inimical to you, and the police is functioning in that particular state under the such a government. So I think the person could actually be victimized.
Actually, you can prescribe a tribunal for dealing with the appeals. If suppose somebody is facing charges on account of police complaint, obviously on the FIR that is filed by the police, but if anybody finds he is aggrieved, there could be a special tribunal to look at these
things. There's some kind of a time frame.
Yes, time frame, so that at least there is a neutral party, which is tribunal could be appointed by the Election Commission of India.
Okay, so Mr. Dharamveer feels that the charge sheet should be the criteria.
No, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with
charge sheet or convicted.
No, charge sheet, one should not be disallowed merely on the basis of charge sheet. Now, take for instance the Punjab. Lots of serious charges against Badal and his son and wife. Now, the other side is also facing serious charges with heavy punishment charges.
Yes.
Now, if they are not allowed to contest the election, what will remain of Punjab politics? Just one example. So what I feel is this, my own view is this: merely charge should not be the basis for disallowing a person from contesting election. It is only the conviction. But at the same time, this menace should be curbed, and that curbing is only now that the Election Commission has a strong control over political parties. The political party should disallow nomination to such people, and if they allow it, they should be de-recognized by the Election Commission.
How can political party disallow a candidate if there is no law to disallow him?
No.
You will have to have a law to enable the political party to disallow.
What way?
Just one second. Supposing the whole election system is based on nomination by political parties, how many independents are allowed? How many
But then that
independents?
person might contest as an independent.
No, but independents are not, no chances of election.
No.
That's
no,
a
that's not
Any
true.
election, there are 5 to 7
you can't
states
disallow.
are
You
winning
can't-
the elections.
No.
Mr. Virk, what is your opinion?
See-
You see, now the issue here is very clear, that who should be debarred from contesting elections? Somebody who is an accused, somebody who has been charge sheeted, or somebody who is convicted?
You see, my feeling is that we should have it only for those who are convicted. Now, I'll tell you why. You see, it's essential because the kind of nexus that has developed between the police and the politicians today. Now, you see, a guilty's performance can be condoned or ignored, and an innocent person can be implicated.
So you're talking about a nexus between the police and the politicians?
Yeah, it is
And
definitely.
You're saying this as,
you see,
as having served in the
unfortunately,
police force for so many years.
you see, yeah, I'm telling you. You see, I'll come to that. Now, in elections in Maharashtra in 2009, suddenly a case was registered against a minister during canvassing. Now, from a village, a complaint of murder comes against a minister. Case is registered because FIR, whatever is given, has to be registered. And after that, you see, the minister, he was 3-4 times elected representative from that constituency. No criminal record. Actually, the other persons against him had a criminal record. Now, he had not visited that village for 15 days. It was on record. But because he was mentioned in the FIR, so it was, hype was created, and although he got bail ultimately from the Supreme Court, he lost the election by a narrow margin because he could not canvass.
But Viksar, the problem, there is another problem also, that the conviction, the cases carry on for 10, 15, 20 years. So that means even facing heinous charges can continue to contest and
see,
become
what I'm trying to tell
MPs
you
and
is,
MLAs.
no, you see, when you examine the case basically, so you can make out as a experienced police officers whether the man has committed a murder or not. He has not gone there for 15 days, but he goes to the sessions court for bail, it is rejected. Why? Because both parties
Possibly the other day, as Mr. Moily, when he was in Chandigarh, what he mentioned was that let all cases be decided within 3 years. I think if that be so, then possibly
Yeah.
this
No, what I
but
say
as
is
of
that-
now, I think this is no solution.
The fast track court, now the High Court has formulated, are 2 years maximum, and they are deciding cases.
Well, but we have to look at the country as a whole, not in
Look at-
one particular state. Haryana, Punjab may be better off from the point of view of quick disposal of cases. But there are many states where crores, lakhs of cases are pending for many years. I do believe that to start with, at least debar the ones who have been convicted. At least that law should come.
that is
That
agreeable.
is already
the-
there, no? Those people who are convicted.
No.
Of serious cases, yes.
Yes. But then we should go into money
But what
laundering.
about if the case is under appeal?
Well, if there is no stay. If the
Okay.
stay
No,
is
then he
no,
cannot.
appeal, in appeal, if the sentence is stayed, then only.
then only.
But sentences, I mean 99% sentence never stayed.
But conviction there are two things. One
Conviction
is
stays.
But then the problem, as the Central Vigilance Commissioner said, out of 540, 150 are facing charges, and out of which 50 are facing serious charges. So the problem still remain.
No, very serious.
That's what
I think some solution must be found to break this nexus between criminals and politics.
Some solution must be found, but what that solution is, I think it is eluding us.
No,
I
you see,
think
be fair. You assess, make an objective assessment. Now, even in Punjab, we have had a case recently, about a month back, where a sitting MLA, an FIR has been recorded when he was in Delhi. Now, it is basically to demoralize him. As election draws closer, this issue will pick up. And even courts are normally not very
I
keen
think
on.
if all cases are decided sooner, I think that's the answer.
That is
Mr.
that
yes,
is the
Mr. Virk,
solution.
now there's another
Not
issue,
only this,
which
I
is
mean-
of rigging. Now, of course, this area hasn't seen too much rigging. But what do we need to do to prevent rigging? Do we amend the Representation of People Act so that people who abet rigging, who encourage rigging, they can be disqualified?
You see, a phased system of elections as evolved by the Election Commission is paying its dividends. Now, what they do is that instead of the entire state going at one time with the diluted enforcing staff, so instead of that they go for about 20%.
So that more forces can be sent.
So that more force, more sort of observers are concentrated in those areas. And now you will find that many people, you see, we have been sending forces to Bihar and other places. So when our forces return, so they interact with people there. So many of the people in certain states, they said that they are exercising the right of voting after a very long time.
सेठी साहब रिगिंग नु चेक करने लिए की करना चाहिए था?
देखो एकदम पहला तो बनाती थी, it is corrupt practice now.
जी.
Clause 8 of section 123 makes it a corrupt practice to rig election, and it's an offence also electoral alliance under 135, section 135. Anybody who rigs, anybody who does this, he is liable to conviction. That should be properly enforced. It's already
it's a question of enforcement, really.
For enforcement. Because otherwise it is already there in the...
Since we are running out of time, I think a quick response from each one of you. Mr. Dharmveer, what are the other steps that need to be taken to make sure that elections are free from money power, muscle power and criminals?
Actually, the enforcement of existing law and instructions and regulations must be ensured by all concerned, especially the Election Commission of India, and I think it is progressively improving. The second is that once a person is caught, then it must be taken to the logical extent, so that people know that they cannot escape the law.
Also, I think the disqualification period should be longer. Abhi shayad 3 saal ka disqualification period
that
no, 6 years.
But as it was being mentioned, that you disqualify a person for 3 years sometimes.
Makes no difference.
It makes no difference. Even in our case, we disqualify a sarpanch who doesn't file election finance returns. We disqualify, but he becomes eligible because there is 3. So it should be enhanced to 6 years. So at least there is one intervening period.
So as the Election Commissioner of Haryana, I think all these things must be worrying you quite a lot.
No, I mean the panchayat elections are not as that kind of a situation as the Vidhan Sabha and Lok Sabha.
It all starts at the panchayat and Zilla Parishad level.
Right, but then there the local interest is so high. People have tendency to check each other.
Definitely. Sethi Sahab, की करने लोड है कि सारी money power muscle बार कोई फायदा
money power
ना करे elections में.
Proper observers should be appointed by Election Commission to watch it and make proper reports and immediately report it to the Election Commission. And secondly, the disputes about election, corrupt practices should be adjudicated immediately within 6 months. That's the time limit in the Act itself.
And how much time do they take now?
But it takes more than 5 years.
So they should all be adjudicated within 6 months.
1 second, I quote one thing. This jurisdiction to the High Court came in 57, and for first 3 years, every election petition was disposed of within 6 months. Not a single, and even elected the
so if it was done earlier, it can be done even now.
Even now, it can be done, definitely.
की करने दी लोड है कि इस तरह मनी पावर मसल पावर ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੇ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਫਲੂਐਂਸ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਸਕੇ।
ਦੇਖੋ ਜੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਐਲੀਮੀਨੇਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ, ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਹ ਆਈ ਨੋ ਦ ਡਿਫਿਕਲਟੀਜ਼ ਇਨਵੋਲਵਡ is the change of government. You see, from the present parliamentary type of government, we should go to presidential form of government, where the president or the governor is elected directly, and he is less dependent on the elected representatives. So my feeling is, if done, it will totally eliminate.
ये तो आपने बहुत बड़ी तब्दीली की बात की, इसके लिए तो दोबारा डिबेट करनी पड़ेगी। आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप डिस्कशन में आए। चुनाव सुधार वक्त की जरूरत है। यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लॉ एंड जस्टिस और इलेक्शन कमीशन को चाहिए कि वो जो क्षेत्रीय स्तर पर विचार विमर्श कर रहे हैं, उन्हें वो छोटे कस्बों और गांवों तक ले जाएं। इससे ये प्रक्रिया और कारगर साबित हो सकती है। आज के इस अंक के साथ चुनाव सुधार पर हमारे 3 अंकों का प्राइम डिबेट यहीं खत्म होता है। आप हमें अपने विचार और सुझाव जरूर भेजिए। कल फिर मिलेंगे एक नए मुद्दे के साथ। नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल।